Happy New Year! This is my first video of the new year and it's in the dark. I said I was gonna stop doing that, but it's just that's my medium. Like, I love it. Anyways, I'm really tired. I cannot wait for tomorrow when Aaron goes back to school. Okay, I really love him and we had a lot of bonding time for his break, but keeping him entertained and stuff like that, I'm tired. And guess what? I ran into that little friend on the bus, and unfortunately, I had to let him go. He immediately hopped on the bus like, "I'm so sorry. I'll unblock you. We have to be friends again." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." I wasn't really planning on it. I mean, I was planning on it, but not. I have a lot going on. Okay, 2024 is starting off with controlled chaos. Okay, I got a lot going on, but it's all good and it's all gonna be worth it. But also, haven't I think I've mentioned I haven't been feeling well. I've been I don't know, for like a little over a month. I've just been experiencing a lot of fatigue, uh nausea, a lot of weird symptoms. um I do take a lot of medication. I'm on like 8 meds right now, trying to get certain things under control. So, it's not, I can't, I mean, it could be anything. Excuse me, it could be anything. One of the and honestly, I started a new med like about a month ago, so I think it's a new combo or something like that. I'm not sure. I have an appointment tomorrow, so we'll see what's going on there. But I never planned to talk to this man anytime soon. I was thinking I wasn't going to talk to him until February. And I told him straight up, because he automatically started with the texting and all that. Like, as soon as he unblocked me, he started calling and texting again. And I'm like, yo, when we were on the bus, you asked me when I was going to contact you. And I told you I can't talk to you until Tuesday. And you're like, you're not being patient. I need you to be patient. And then he like went into this dialogue, and my mind was like, you know what? Like, I can't do it right now. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I just let him know, like, I got a lot going on. Unfortunately, I cannot handle your mental state right now, and I don't want to be mean to you. So I'm gonna have to talk to you like in a couple weeks or something, but just those 2 days, oh God, it depleted me so quickly. Oh, Huey, energy wise, I don't have nothing to give anybody. I could barely give it to myself, okay? Right now, I'm trying my best to get to a certain point. I keep saying I have a deadline, so I want to explain what my deadline is, okay? I know that I can go like X amount of time before I burn out. So I was trying to reach a goal before I burnt out, but I'm burnt out. Like, I can pretty much predict when it's going to be too much at some point. Like, whatever routine I'm doing or whatever, it's going to eventually take a toll. So I saw it coming, and to be honest, probably adding him to it did affect me to some extent, because it takes a lot of emotional dealing with him is like dealing with a 6-year-old. You know what I'm saying? It like the way that I explain to Aaron in great detail to make sure that he understands everything, like, you have to do that with him as well. And I just don't, I already do it with my child. I really can't. Right now is not the time, because I got, like I said, I got a lot going on. So Um, I said all that to say, I don't know when I'm gonna get this reading done. Every day when I wake up, I'm up right now, and like the only thing I said I might get in the shower. I might take a bath. But once I do that, I'm gonna be completely out of energy. You know what I'm saying? And I still have to take care of Aaron too. So I don't know. It's sitting on my table. It has not moved. I have not touched anything. I have not shuffled cards. Nothing. I've left it exactly. Excuse me, exactly as it is. You know, it's the new year. That was the purpose of the reading, was for the new year. See what we have coming. Preliminary view, because I do sit and look at it. You know what I'm saying? I sit and look at it. I'm examining it. I'll mention that the number 11 came up, which is the flames. So right there, that came up, and so I could say without a doubt that, you know, any evil intentions, even evil intentions of yourself, okay? Because like if you are, you know, I think I mentioned in the reading about like fighting my own inner critic is more of the issue now than anything else. Even that, if you're someone who's dealing with that, there is nothing that can harm you this year. You're going to succeed. Any evil intentions, whether it be your own self-sabotaging or, you know, anything like that. You know, the flames on the hearth indicate, you know, more luck, an increase of luck. And where that card was, right off the bat when we started the reading, almost all of them were cheerfulness and gaiety, financial success, happiness, popularity. That all of that's about to be maximized just based on where that card was sitting. So I'll mention that, but I do not know when I'm going to be able to finish that. This week I have, let me see, 2, 3. I have 4 appointments. I have an appointment every day as of tomorrow. And then I have more appointments each week. I have like, and Aaron also has an appointment. He has 2 appointments this month. So yeah, I'm trying to focus on my health, and right now that's why I haven't really pulled out the cards in a while, because my health, I'm healthy. Okay, I can go work out, I can go do 18,000 steps, I can do all of that stuff, but I still have underlying health issues that are trying to surface, and so I'm just trying to get it managed and under control before it turns into something else. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing like a lot, seeing a lot of doctors, following up, physical therapy, chiropractic, podiatrist. You know, there was a lady that I read, she was having foot issues and it ended up being a brain tumor, but she didn't. That's on the completely opposite end of your body. You know what I'm saying? So those are things that I'm considering when I'm doing this stuff. And yeah, just trying to make sure I'm not on the path of death, but more on life. I don't have anything severe per se. Like for instance, I'm pre-diabetic, but I'm not diabetic yet. Or I have like so I've been complaining about my back now since I started my channel. In fact, the first blackout video ever was because I was so sore that I couldn't get to the lighted room. So I've been complaining about my back for a very long time. And when I initially went to the chiropractor, there definitely was a misalignment in my spine. And then like when I've gone to the chiropractor every year since that video, And the only time that I got an x-ray was last year, and my neck and my hips were they were not in proper position. I guess I had an anterior tilt in my hips, which caused my neck to have like it was pushed forward instead of like straight. I don't know if I'm describing that properly, but my neck was, the bones in my neck and the vertebrae in my neck were pushed forward. My anterior tilt, the hips were tilted. But what I found out is that's actually a muscle issue, and that muscle issue comes from poor breath. I think I've said it before, but I might not have. I might not have. I might not have. I know I've said it to someone, but and when I said it to someone, it was years ago. It was my baby Natty was like 1. It's almost a decade now. So when I said having anxiety is like, I don't take full breaths, okay, and I recognize this even trying to like do meditation, and it's hard for me to take a full breath. Reason being, I cry. When I'm at the gym, obviously you've got to take a full breath. That's actually the only time that I can really take a full breath, when I'm weightlifting. Every other time, it's still a staggered breath. The breathing is an issue. The breathing regulation is I understand. So the only time that I can actually really take a full breath is when I weightlift. You know, I do cardio classes, yoga classes. Again, yoga is a place where you're supposed to be taking full breaths hard. And sometimes if I do, a little tear roll down my eye. It's so sad. So, I've been working on that. But up until then, I can't. I got like all these other. I also have in the summer before the summer, it actually started around my birthday last year. I have like heart palpitations, or like at one point I had to check and make sure it wasn't a heart attack because I had pain in my arm, which actually isn't even really a common symptom for women. Women have a different set of symptoms. But it went from my neck, it went from like the back of my neck down to my arm. And so I went to the hospital for that, but they found nothing wrong. It could have been like a panic attack. But it was happening pretty frequently. And then there was just one day in the summer where it didn't stop. It went on forever. And that's why I was like, it might not be a panic attack though, because panic attacks don't last for hours, you know what I'm saying? But so now I have a heart murmur. I've always had a heart murmur though. I'm 35. I've definitely had it for more than a decade. But you know, it's one of those things I never really kept up on. So we had like a stress test, but unfortunately I had bronchitis when I did the stress test, so the stress test didn't come out really conclusive. Then they try to say I was in poor weight. I was like, no, I literally walked home from the stress test. I'm healthy. I just had bronchitis. So now they want to do a different type of test to check like for blockages or anything like that. Yeah, I'm like giving you all my business here, but I hope that for everyone this year, if you have the means, okay, please go to every doctor that you're supposed to go to. If they tell you to go to a specialist, go see the freaking specialist, okay? Um, just because I'm sitting here and I'm telling you, yeah, I do 18,000 steps, and yeah, I go to the gym and I weightlift and I do yoga and just because I do all of that, do you hear all the stuff that's underlying behind all of that that doesn't really, nothing is really stopping me from doing these things, okay? But then, like I said, all of a sudden did have like a month of severe fatigue and things, but it's just because I eventually do burn out. That's even how it is when I work. Like, I can work really hard and do the whole routine for a while, and then, I kind of burn out. Um, so it could be medical, and it could just be my regular MO, to kind of like, lose momentum. I didn't lose motivation, I just lost energy. And like I said, that could have been from trying to add that guy into my life, losing a guy, uh, uh, you know, my son's been on break, and so the amount of things that I need to do increase when he's not in school. There's like a lot of different reasons and factors that could be happening, but all I'm trying to say is, um, based off of what I see in the cards, health is there. I think the roses were there. Roses indicate beauty and rugged health, okay? So, um, just because you don't feel anything doesn't mean something's not amiss. And also, just because you are healthy doesn't mean that you shouldn't be going to the doctor and checking on things and getting your blood drawn and all these different things. Like, you play an important role in your health. So this year, the resolution, I don't have a resolution. Everything that I want to do, for myself, I started last year. I started working out already, so it's not a resolution. I'm trying to quit smoking. It's not a resolution because I'm already in the process, you know what I'm saying? And I'm already in the process of tending to my health and making sure I get to the doctors and go to these specialists and things like that. So, I hope that everyone, at the very least, if you do nothing else, you don't work out this year, that's fine. Can you please go to the doctor, have a blood draw, check everything out, make sure everything's functioning. That's far easier than, because sometimes it's those types of things that also motivate you to do something as well. Because like, oh shoot, my A1C is high. let me go ahead and get active again. You know what I'm saying? You'll see something will be said where it's like, okay, I need, and this isn't for everybody. There's some of you that are super freaking healthy and you're healthy. You go to your doctor's appointments and stuff like that. But you know, it's neither here or there. Okay, it doesn't matter if you are the pinnacle of health, eat great and all that. Still go get checked out this year, please, everybody. Let's prevent. You are a part of your health. If you do not go get seen, you may have an underlying issue that could actually be very easy to fix, that could turn into something much greater because you are not monitoring your health just because you feel good, just because you can do 18,000 steps and yada yada. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying here. I hope y'all have a wonderful new year. In fact, you will have a wonderful new year. Those who deserve to have a wonderful new year, which is all of you, will have a wonderful new year. As long as you behave in a manner that is conducive to the betterment of society. So, Happy New Year.